Welcome back to an extended episode of Character Select. I'm saying extended because I'm pretty sure we're at the end of the game. Now then, we're going to be talking about multiverse theories. One of my favorite subjects of all time.
Yeah, and one of the subjects that confuses the hell out of me. I mean, there are games and series that do this and it still confuses me. Jak and Daxter being one prime example.
See? Look.
It's us.
Not exactly. We swim in different oceans but land on the same shore.
Alright,
It always starts with
so
a
she's
don't
kind of breaking it down right now.
You need to.
Uh-huh.
Happen all the same.
There's an infinite amount of us in infinite universes, infinitely going through the same
There's so many choices.
scenario and
All
situation
lead us to the
in a
same
constant.
place.
Now then, that's us over there,
No
but
one
they're
tells me where to
experiencing
go.
the same things we're experiencing. However,
We've already been.
they come from, like, I don't know, let's say they were from a steampunk era.
Yeah.
That's what's setting us apart from everybody else. Is that
I think I understand what you're saying. I mean,
alright?
I mean, I just got done reading the end of Steel Ball Run, and for those of you who know about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Steel Ball Run is basically a reboot of the first part, and the main character of Steel Ball Run is Johnny Joestar, which is a counterpart to Jonathan Joestar. Johnny Joestar is American, Jonathan Joestar is British, but he still has the same enemy, Steel Brando.
Wait,
Wait a minute. I know this place.
and this is where it comes together.
I was here. It's been 20 years ago, right after Wounded Knee. I was looking for...
See, now everything has a
Why
variable,
were you here?
Uh-huh.
and this must be a point in time in his life that will always happen.
Huh. Just like Jonathan Joestar dying at the end of part 1,
Didn't you?
and Johnny Joestar dying sometime after the end of part 7. No matter what. Oh yeah, and like Liu Kang. Liu Kang died in Mortal Kombat only to die again after the whole reboot.
Yes.
But it's interesting they come to this area.
Huh.
Jesus, wash this man clean. Father, make him
Stop
born
it.
again.
Stop it. No. Get off me! Get off!
Son,
You didn't go through with it.
Think a dunk in the river's gonna change the things I've done? Let's get out of here. Hey, these doors of yours, they're all tears, right? Well, open one up. Open one up to Paris. I want to be shut of all this.
Not until we find Comstock.
Comstock's dead!
No. He was here. This way.
Oh boy.
So, she is basing off her theory that Comstock's not dead because in this amount of infinite universes that she constantly sees, all the different variables have Comstock in them. And so she constantly will see Comstock as alive.
If this is gonna interest you, you're gonna love Steel Ball Run, especially the main villain,
This is the man
Mr.
you hired
Funny
me to find.
Valentine. His stand:
Yes.
dirty deeds
girl from
done
the deck.
dirt cheap.
Awesome. This guy look familiar?
Yeah, one of the twins.
One of Lutess's.
Yeah.
Wait, this is wrong. What is this?
Don't tell me they're his parents.
There's no baby. I remember. No, there was no baby, and if there was, I sure as hell wouldn't give it over to this guy.
Booker, you don't leave this room until you do.
Do it. Time is running short. Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
What's going on here?
Those eyes and hairstyle look familiar.
Go ahead.
Is that Elizabeth?
Yep.
You can wait as long as you want. Eventually, you'll give him what he wants.
How do you know all this?
I can see all the doors and what's behind all
That's
the
gotta be the
doors.
freakiest thing ever.
And behind one of
Witnessing a
I
very
see
poignant in time of your life.
Comstock. What choice do I have?
The debt's paid. Mr. Comstock walks
So
his
no
short
matter
course.
what happens, no matter the universe, they all have the same outcome in the same they all have the same outcome in the same events, right?
Also, by the way, if you don't remember this,
The deal was I
Well,
go to
this is the
Columbia to
beginning.
get you.
yeah, the Lutesses were at the beginning.
Oh,
Oh. I remember. What I remember.
Now we've upset him.
I don't expect this next bit will do much for his mood.
Come on.
All right,
and it all resets.
but let me tell you a little interesting thing why the
Comstock's
Lutesses
dead.
are a
We can just
constant too.
Go on with our lives.
Because
Don't
they
need-
notice how they
You mean like
kind of
Shen?
appear in everything.
Uh-huh.
That is because
He is
they
alive
have
in a
some
million,
form of control
million worlds.
over the variables.
Prophet
Like
is
dirty
dead.
deeds done dirt
It will
cheap.
only be over.
They're not bad guys,
He never even
but
lived in the first place.
for some reason, they're doing this because they feel
Yeah.
they owe this to Booker and Elizabeth. Because Lutess was one of the guys.
Hey, the deal's off. You hear me?
Here we go.
The deal is off. Give her back. Give her back.
Fine, are you mad?
Give her back, you son of a bitch.
It's ready! Go!
No. No, no, no.
Shut down the machine!
No.
Shut it
Anna!
down! Shut down the
Anna!
machine! Now do it!
Give me back my daughter. No.
Wow.
And that explains Elizabeth's thimble.
How sad.
Anna.
And her name's Anna.
Yeah, I got that.
I'm so sorry. Anna, I'm sorry.
She's gone. Anna's gone. You shared this
Anna DeWitt.
Get-
for 20 years.
Boom! 80!
One
Winning this battle!
you. Offered you a chance, a redemption. A chance for us to be together.
See now, they feel they owe him the debt because
Done is done.
they took his daughter because they were working for Comstock.
Uh-huh.
As he is ours.
But as these are Latuses, they aren't exactly they aren't twins.
See? He's
Oh.
starting to put his
They're different versions of Latus.
Oh.
In one world, Latus was a girl. In the other was a man. And there was many other Latuses. However, these found each other.
Booker, wake up.
So would that be considered masturbation?
This is where it started.
No, because they didn't do that type of stuff. That's how come their education and idealisms were equal, because they were the same person.
It's all Comstock's fault.
Narcissism at its finest.
What if I went
Yes.
back? Killed him before he did any of this.
Actually, in all essence, that was narcissistic.
Yeah.
How would one know how far back to go?
That's the only way
Jesus
to
Christ,
do it.
it's getting
Go
even
back
more
to when he was
confusing.
born.
Actually, no.
Smother
I
this
think I
bitch
understand
in
it.
his crib.
I think I understand it entirely. So it all like comes into play.
So what Booker's idea is to go kill Comstock when he was born.
Oh man. Don't
Now if my grasp of this theory is
don't tell me this is gonna go infamous on me. Oh man.
now here's the thing.
Are you sure?
If my
Don't-
if my theory's right,
I know where this is gonna go. I think I know where this is gonna go. Don't tell me this is. Ah man, I'm gonna rage so hard if I'm right.
if my theory is right,
Booker DeWitt, are you ready to
What
be
is this?
born again?
Why are we back here?
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I remember. Wait. You're not.
Oh, right. Now follow me on this one.
You didn't. You took the baptism.
He's not gonna be Comstock, is he?
No. Here's the thing. Booker is both Comstock and Booker DeWitt.
Just like Infamous. Oh my god. Just like Infamous and Jak and Daxter, they both pulled the same shit.
Before you are reborn.
So,
Zachary Comstock. He's Booker DeWitt.
I'm both.
and to... Oh my god! Oh, I love multiverse theory.
Man.
In order for any of this to stop, all these infinite universes of the same person having the same problem, it had to stop here. Because this is where the decision was made. This was the constant that they could find.
Wow.
And because, oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps how awesome that is. This is the constant that was happening throughout the universes. This is where it all started. And either he took the baptism or he didn't. But when he did, he became Booker. When he didn't, he was...
Comstock.
There you go. When he took the baptism, he was Comstock. When he didn't, he was Booker.
Mm-hmm.
And as being reborn...
Jesse is nerdgasming.
Ah! This is so... Oh, man! Bravo! Seriously, this is amazing!
You're gonna love Jak and Daxter, you're gonna love Infamous as well.
Oh, the multiverse theory. This was awesome. I had a feeling that this is where this was going. I thought I thought of it a couple episodes ago. I'm like, maybe they're going now. No, it really was. It was exactly where they were going with this. So, during that baptism, he either became one or the other, and when he becomes one or the other,
yeah,
this world starts happening again. The songbird happens. Elizabeth happens. It all happens again.
Over and over again.
And in order for it to stop, you had to kill it here. Because this was where it all started. Every one of those worlds.
Kind of reminds me of the whole reincarnation thing with in the Buddhist faith.
Go on.
Well, okay. In the Buddhist faith, or basically in like almost any Hinduistic faith, there's the whole concept of samsara. Samsara is that all life is suffering from birth to death, and it keeps repeating itself as you get reincarnated through multiple different lives. And the only way to stop this whole cycle of samsara is if you reach nirvana, enlightenment.
And in this case, the enlightenment was death.
So this whole thing was basically, well, actually, yeah, this basically fits the whole concept of the whole Buddhist concept of samsara perfectly. Because in almost every universe, Booker suffered.
Yep. Either as Comstock or as Booker DeWitt.
Yeah, he suffered. And the only way for him to stop this is to seek enlightenment. Hence that scene we just witnessed. Huh. That is kind of ingenious.
This whole thing was... Oh, man. 10, please. Yeah. This was great. This... I mean, if this was a steak, this would be like filet mignon. Because it's the best part of the meat. I love this thing.
You would love Jak and Daxter, but the downside to Jak and Daxter is you had to play it through all 3 games in order to get the whole thing.
But my problem with that is it's cartoons. I don't mind cartoons. I'm an animator, but
this whole thing was cartoony too.
Yeah, well, sort of. I don't know. I can't really call it cartoony because there was a lot of death and blood.
Laura Bailey.
Oh.
Lady Comstock. That's Kid Trunks, if any of you don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Steve Bloom was in this.
Really?
T.C. Carson, he was in there too. That's the voice of Kratos for anyone who doesn't know.
That's weird. Did you get him?
Yuri Lowenthal, Sasuke.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Spike Spencer,
Okay.
Shinji.
Oh.
I think he was also Vash the Stampede.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wait, Shinji from
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Shinji Ikari?
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but I did hear that Spike Spencer voiced Shinji Ikari and Vash the Stampede. I'm not really sure.
But I know Vash's voice was used in other animes too.
Yeah. I just forget the others.
Well, come on. It's such a great... Trigun was such a great anime.
Huh.
But back to BioShock. My God.
Huh.
It was the finest slice of pie I've ever eaten.
Yeah.
The music.
The music was fun.
was big. The whole aspect of the
My thing.
I love FPSs to begin with, so it won on that. But I love upgrading your weapons.
Yeah.
That does it for me.
As for me, I kind of like the whole powers.
Yeah, the powers thing was good, but you know what? Other than the shield power, you really didn't need anything else.
Yeah.
In every aspect, all the other ones were baloney.
Yeah. Now I can Now the multiverse theory, that was kind of ingenious. Much better than the whole time traveling theory that Akira Toriyama pretty much put in Dragon Ball Z.
But it's not. But I mean, like, I'm glad they didn't do the time traveling thing. This is they did this just right. This was all. Like, if anyone studies the multiverse theory, they did this just perfectly, because it would still, no matter what, because multiverse theory will constantly leave questions because of the constants and variables that would happen throughout a theory.
Yep.
This leaves a lot of open holes, but it leaves a lot of firmly closed doors on how it all happened.
Yep.
This 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Easy. This is an easy 10 out of 10 game.
I'm a little miffed that they went the whole Infamous route and made Comstock and DeWitt the same person, because Infamous pulled that same shit, and but this is pretty. Oh, and this is all nice.
Like, everyone's like little because ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever worked on an animation or a game or anything like that, you'll know this. These people have not seen their family in almost 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Unless the family was living by, but in a lot of cases, animators, riggers, designers, all that, they're contracted. So when a company needs them, they bring them all into the studio. And they come in throughout all of the United States, all over the world.
Yeah.
And these people move away from their home so they can work on this project. And they earn a lot of money to do these contracted jobs, but they never get to see their families. For a good portion of them don't get to see their families throughout the entire thing.
Or their friends.
Or their friends, or anything.
Wow. Jeez.
Irrational special things too. Oh.
Pretty much almost anyone. Well, pretty much Blur.
Blind Squirrel Games.
Huh. Well, never mind on the whole Blur thing. I was thinking of something else. I thought
the racing game.
No, I thought they were thanking the British group Blur. Not familiar with them? Woohoo. Song 2?
Oh, yes. Okay. I got my head chair. Iron Galaxy Studios.
God.
Wow. Natural motion. You know, I also want to point out the animation of Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, although she looked very cartoony compared to everyone else.
Yeah, like, compared to the rest of the world, she sort of didn't belong.
Yeah. She looked like a Disney character.
She was really big-headed. She had a big head.
Big head, big eyes.
Yeah.
She was totally Disney. Well, she was totally Disney.
I mean, out of all the... And even, like, the Lutesses weren't even built like that either. They were built normally. She had a... But
well, maybe that's because she's younger than everyone else.
But also by doing that, yeah, they retain her youth and her innocence.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what better way to do that? But if you look at the children at the beginning of the game,
they weren't that deformed.
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know we probably lost half our viewing audience at this point in time because they're getting tired of us rambling. So here's some extra stuff for the people who have been
stayed with us.
Stayed with us throughout this
this entire thing.
This breakdown on the end here. It's going to snow here.
Hello, what's this?
Went back home, Lord. My home was lonesome.
Huh. It's like he keeps adding more. Dude on the right totally looks like Desmond Miles.
He does. Oh, this is when Elizabeth was singing when Booker decided to play the guitar.
Yeah. Ah, now this is making me sad.
Why is this making you sad? Because these people won't see each other again for a while?
Well, that and when you think about the whole, like, the story inside, Booker and Elizabeth probably won't jam together ever again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the second, that's the third, that's the fourth.
That is sad. Now that you bring it to that level, God.
Yeah.
Way to be that guy. By the way, did you totally check out the Pirate Elizabeth? That was an interesting one.
Yeah, that one was pretty awesome.
I want to see that version of BioShock with pirates.
Oh man, can you imagine if Assassin's Creed went that route?
Pirates?
No, the multiverse theory.
I think they're trying to. Oh, I love behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, as I said, this was going to be an sort of an extended thing.
Yeah. Jeez.
This is good.
It is.
Wait, we're gonna experience a moment of silence to appreciate it. You're not... Okay, guys. This is the song that was playing at some point a couple times during the game. And it's just like clicking in my head. The name of the song's May the Circle Be Unbroken.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah! It was really awesome! The song's even about freaking The song completely ties in with what the game is because it's a big circle.
Yeah. Bravo.
is a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. One by one, seats were empty. One by one, they went away. Now the family is parted. Will it be?
This is amazing.
That's it. Do you think that this one should be like slowed down a little bit?
Also, I think you'll like Earthbound a lot.
Otherwise, it was like. Well, otherwise, it's just like an abrupt ending, right?
So what I want to do, you guys are
Meow.
really good. What I
Special
want-
guest appearance from Sammy.
I want to take the camera down a little bit if we can, and sort of start by finding like Booker. If you could just be sort of like picking away at the beginning first, and then sort of start to play the song, and maybe then you guys kind of find the.
By the way, some of you might be wondering what I was babbling about earlier. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. It's a stand in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And what does it have to do with what we're talking about here?
It's Eric Clapton, I get Cheryl
Well,
Crow.
D4C is, as it's called, is actually a stand that has the power to basically bring any. It's basically an interdimensional stand. Like, its user, the President of the United States of Valentine. Oh, what's this?
Wait, what?
Extra?
Hey guys, this is what you get for actually hanging around to the end.
Yeah.
Anna?
Oh, come on, don't do it.
Is that you?
Huh.
Good job.
Wow.
Good job. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, before I leave, I want to point out the whole D4C thing. It has a very interesting effect. Like, let's say if the president decides to take you out of the current universe you're in right now and place you in the same environment with another you. Guess what will happen? Both of you will collide and your bodies will destroy each other. So Araki,
The idea of it's two.
if two objects of the same nature meet each other,
Yeah, it could cause the end of the world.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
It's an improbability factor.
yeah,
It turns from an improbability to an impossibility because there's no way two things of the same mass, same genetic makeup, same anything can live in the same area at the same time.
Yep.
One being a little older than the other, or any form of that, it would automatically make a crash. But you know what? We got to end this episode. Thank you all for watching this. It has been a pleasure. It has been fun. Thank you for patiently watching this. And please watch the rest of our videos.
it took us 53 episodes to get to this point.
But we did it. We did it. Thank